Hello and welcome to my cervical cancer journey, part 6. Might go a little bit off track regarding cancer with this, but just bear with me because it will all relate later in later recordings, right up until where I am today, because it's all very relevant. But anyway, thanks for watching so far. Thanks for all the actioning, well, many of you doing, hearing about a lot of it, and I imagine there's a lot more going on that I don't hear about too, which is just amazing. That was why I wanted to do this. So anyway, I seem to rock and roll through chemo and radio pretty good, thanks to my support crew for keeping me entertained at the weekends. I wasn't sleeping very well at all though, due to the steroids. They was keeping me awake, so I was very tired, but other than that, not too bad. I had some good news that I didn't share properly on the other one, that they was hopeful the ovary they couldn't get to for the IVF that would like mass produce eggs. They had a belief that it was quite high out the way, so hopefully it was going to miss the radiotherapy, which would then hopefully avoid me not going into menopause. And that also meant once I'd cleared all the cancer, I could potentially try IVF again and they'd know where it was better and whatnot. So all fingers are crossed. Next up was brachytherapy, and I was terrified. Like, my support crew on the Teal Ladies were absolutely amazing with everything, but I probably shouldn't have read the horror stories about brachy, because everybody's journey is completely different. Absolutely, we're all very different, we're all very unique, and everyone's journey, nobody should ever compare their journey. Like, just because I've cruised through certain things doesn't mean somebody else should have done too, you know. And some people's brachy was done very differently as well. So I don't know what people know about brachytherapy, but radiotherapy, they sort of like throw radiation at you, excuse my non-medical terms, from the outside in. Brachytherapy is more from the inside out. That's my understanding anyway. And yeah, nothing nice comes from that. Like, it destroys the cancer, but unfortunately, whatever else is there too gets a bit of a battering. It's probably the best way I can put it in my terms. But regardless of all the horror stories and me being terrified, I actually got through it pretty good. Like, it was a little bit painful, but not like I expected. And I wasn't in there for as long as what other people was. Like, I was in and out in a few hours, whereas I know people had like been like in the stirrups or whatever for a long time. So yeah, and I can't remember if I had 2 or 3 or 4. I think it was 2. I'm not sure. Anyway, but I had a couple of them. Like I say, it wasn't as bad as I thought. But that was famous last words. So everything I'd cruised through because my body was just being resilient as. All the after effects was just waiting for me around the corner. So I finished like some pretty hardcore, intense cancer treatment, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. Job's a good one. Hopefully we're all done. The side effects was going to come after, and I kind of knew that anyway. I know that radio has its things, hence why I said it'll relate through to later today. But after probably over 100 appointments, and I'm not even exaggerating, there was probably over 100 appointments that year, we needed a break. We really needed a break. We were supposed to be going backpacking anyway, we were supposed to be going travelling, but unfortunately all savings had been depleted, being me not being work. Be quiet, perhaps. So backpacking was out of the question. Any kind of holiday was out of the question, to be honest. Like, we was barely surviving. And just when I thought my support crew couldn't get any better. Now, I love pirates. Like, I love anything pirates. I've got Lego pirates. I dress like a pirate, you know. Just love pirates, they're great. One of my favourite pirate dad jokes is, what's a pirate's favourite letter? And you say, everyone goes, R. Or, you're thinking with the R, but it's actually the C. Terrible, I know. But anyway, I love pirates, and I came home and there was a little note, and it was a little note for like a treasure hunt. And this note led to another note, and at each note there was like something piratey, like maybe it's an eye patch, maybe it's a hat, maybe it's a hook. But anyway, we've just finished treatment. We're very happy treatment's done. Kind of like really want a break, but haven't really got the funds to do that. Like, what's next? So yeah, following these clues. And the clues was just silly. It was great. It was done really well, and it was done in pirate language. And these clues led to a little chest. And in the chest was cards from all of our friends and the most beautiful messages. I've still got this chest to this day. It's the most beautiful messages ever, like proper heartfelt messages, and a lot of money. A lot of money. Couldn't believe it. Now, with this money, they wanted us to have a break. They knew we needed a break. And we could have like blown this money in one hit and just gone on like a 2-week all-inclusive somewhere. But we needed a real break, like a real deep, like time to reconnect with ourselves as individuals, as a couple, as just being on this planet still and not being taken away, you know. So we decided we would try and go to India, and so we could have longer than a couple of weeks. We could get the maximum amount of this money, because our friends had paid for this amazing break, and you know what, we wanted to make sure that we was making the worthwhile out of what they was giving us, what the beautiful gift they was giving us. I'm gonna get tearful if I keep talking about this. I might cut this one shorter today. Just, you know what, I might have been dealt with some pretty crap choices health wise. Some people's are definitely worse, so again, we're all on different journeys. But I tell you what, I am the richest person in the world. I am a frigging billionaire, zillionaire when it comes to the people I know in my life. My support crew are like nothing else, I swear. I'm so blessed. Like, I've got the best friends back home and now here in Australia too, which is cool. So yeah, we started to prep, which was exciting. We thought, of course, there was a few more hurdles and mountains to climb, and we'll talk a bit about that tomorrow. So thank you for tuning in. Please remember to get your checks, whether you're male, female, non-binary, whatever you need to do, get your checks. And please remember to look after each other. And I hope every one of you has got someone that you can call your support crew to. So, and if not, there's lots of help out there. So take care.